Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. First and foremost, my name is Town Supervisor Joseph D. Cavassini, and it is an absolute honor and privilege to welcome Congressman Pat Ryan to the town of Wappinger. This is not the first funding that you've directed to our town in this administration. This is your second, and we greatly appreciate your leadership. Before we get into that, we'd like to acknowledge and welcome our colleagues in government who have joined us here today. From the Wappinger Town Board, we're joined here by 4th Ward Councilman Al Casella. We're also joined here today by our Town of Wappinger Comptroller, Dan Tucker, our Town of Wappinger Water and Sewer Operator, Mike Tremper. Representing our New York State Senator, Rob Rollison, is his Chief of Staff, Lydia Biskup. Representing the Dutchess County Legislature, we have the Chair, Yvette Valdez-Smith. We're also joined here today by our own Dutchess County legislators from the town of Wappinger, Legislator Robert Faust, Legislator Kevin Giles, Legislator Alex Winsby. We're also joined here today by Dutchess County legislator representing the town of Poughkeepsie, Lisa Call. Thank you for being here. I think I got everyone. Okay. All right. Folks, this is an absolute pleasure to be here. Over the last several years, we have worked strongly with Congressman Ryan, as well as our town team, to improve our infrastructure across the town of Wappinger. We, over the past several years, have undertaken the largest capital improvement project in this town's history through various initiatives and projects. This site here is one of great importance to the town. This is one of our 3 water treatment facilities in the town of Wappinger, our Hilltop water treatment plant. And through our partnership with Congressman Ryan, this facility, which is a beautiful, very clean one, thanks to Mike and his team, will allow us to improve our efficiency when it comes to delivering one of the most vital services a government can offer to our residents, and that is clean drinking water. It also builds upon our commitment to a stronger water supply, as well as cleaner infrastructure. This current filtration system here at Hilltop was only installed just a few years ago, but it was proven to be extremely costly, and it was done under the prior administration. It functions as intended, but due to the unique water conditions here at Hilltop, including a naturally occurring iron bacteria influenced by the surrounding geology, it requires significant operational resources and ongoing maintenance for our town team. What we intend to announce here today is a new infiltration system that will modernize this facility even further, reduce the town's annual expenses, maintenance costs, improve efficiency, and help avoid larger capital infrastructure improvements in the future. Essentially, we're protecting taxpayers for generations to come. This here was our town's first municipally owned well site. We are proud to continue these improvements. As I noted earlier, this well site is served by a aquifer deep below us that is influenced by the Sprout Creek, not from the Hudson River. And I think it's important to remind our residents of where their water comes from, right here at home. This project also strengthens our public water redundancy and resiliency. We have had 2 significant water main breaks over the course of this administration, and our available capacity is the amount of water that we lost during those 2 water main breaks. So by moving forward with new infrastructure here, new filtration here, we will be able to bring on those wells back online that are currently too costly to operate. It is important to note that behind every glass of water is a significant team, a significant amount of work that goes into providing you that service. And so again, through Congressman Ryan's partnership, his leadership, and for caring about the people of the town of Wappinger, we're able to make that glass of water even better for you, and again, continue to improve our services to our town. Without further ado, it is my honor to present to the podium Congressman Pat Ryan.
Thank you, Supervisor Cavassini. Truly under your leadership, Wappinger has taken really big leaps already, and I know there's a lot more work to go, but I'm super proud and grateful to be with you, to work with you, and with everybody here. Before I talk about this announcement, I want to very quickly also just shout out all of our folks that are still out there cleaning up in many places, especially in Southern Dutchess, tremendously devastating damage from the storm on July 4th. And I just want to thank our utility workers from Central Hudson that are out there, linemen and women, all of our municipal road crews and DPW crews that are out day and night in the sun, in the rain. We appreciate all the work of our community and our public servants getting us back online, and I know your team's been working on that as well. So I just want to appreciate that, and thankfully I think we're almost back, at least in terms of getting power back on for everybody. Beyond power, water is one of those just essential things that folks count on us to get right, but as Supervisor Cavassini said, requires a lot of work, teamwork, investment, and forethought to make sure that we're proactively investing. Especially those of us with kids, when you turn that tap, you just want to know it's clean, it's safe, and have zero doubt or worry about what's coming into your household, your school, your business, for your family and your friends. I'm incredibly proud to be here to announce that I've secured, in partnership with the town, partnership with all our partners in the county, in a bipartisan manner, which does still happen, even though the news, at least the national news, might not say so, but this is a great model of true collaboration in every dimension. We secured $750,000 direct federal assistance to the town to make sure that this investment can be made in clean, safe drinking water without adding to the property tax burden and the tax burden for the town and for local residents. The other component of this that I think is really important, especially for the town, but really in the region and the country, the PFAS, forever chemical contamination situation that's been happening, particularly in the Hudson Valley, has affected this site. The well field that supplies about 30%, this well field supplies about 30% of the United Wappinger Water District's water supply. About 30% of it comes here and is contaminated beyond the federally safe levels with PFAS, PFAS, which is one of the forever chemicals that we now know is linked to a lot of health issues, especially for children. So obviously that is completely unacceptable that any water anywhere, particularly in Wappinger, in Dutchess County or in the Hudson Valley, is dealing with that. So upgrading this facility and others helps make sure that everybody can feel safe and confident that we're remediating those issues. And as the supervisor said, there's a long-term plan to ensure continued clean water. So really at the end of the day, it's about modernizing the water system, improving reliability, making sure the town, under the strong leadership of the supervisor, has a long-term plan to proactively invest. And I see it as my role, particularly having been in local government before this, is to deliver resources to our great leaders on the ground that are doing the work at the county level, at the town, village, and city level, and make sure that we're supporting them, listening to them. And I especially want to commend Joey, Supervisor Cavassini. We had a short turn on this project.
Yes, we did.
A lot of these federal grants, we often only have a few days where we learn about it. We got to turn around a pretty significant package to secure funding. And frankly, not every municipality is willing and capable to do that. And credit to the great team you've built here, Supervisor. You guys were on it. We were communicating, texting, talking at all hours. And I want to thank, excuse me, my great team as well in our office that works with our local partners and state partners on this. So oftentimes the good news, the bipartisan collaboration, the long-term thoughtful investments don't get as much attention as they should, and I'm really grateful to those from the press and our journalists here covering this. This is a good news story. It's a win for Wappingers. It's a win for Dutchess County. It's a win for the Hudson Valley, and it's a really good example of government at every level working together. And truly, to a person here, we've worked closely on a lot of these issues, and we've got a lot more work to do. So I'm grateful to be working with each of you. At risk of, I am certainly not a water expert. I know just enough to be dangerous. So, sir, if it's all right with you, we want to invite Wappinger's water operator Mike Tremper to come up and add any detail, correct the record if I screwed up in any way, and just help us understand how this is going and how we can further support you. So, thank you for the work that you and your team do. I go actually to a lot of these facilities. This is one of the absolute most clean, beautiful, fresh-looking water filtration sites, and we got a lot of them across the Hudson Valley. So it's a credit to you and your team, and thanks for all your work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Those are a couple tough acts to follow. I'm Michael Tremper. I'm president of Camo Pollution Control. We are contract operators up and down the Hudson Valley. We take care of quite a few municipalities, water supplies. I started here in the town of Wappingers 1974. So if you do the math, it's 52 years ago. So I've been around a little bit. When I first started here, as the supervisor pointed out, this was a privately owned water plant by the developer. There were no filters. These filters are what you see behind us. The Sprout Creek is where the Sprout Creek is. And I only point that out because kind of to dovetail into what the supervisor said and what the congressman said, since 1974, the regulations and water quality demands by the regulatory agencies and the government has changed tremendously, and for good. And at one point, you could pump the water out of the creek and pump it into the distribution system, which is the pipes, without filtering it. And then there became laws about surface water under the influence. The town purchased, under a capital program, these filters behind us. The filters remove the cryptosporidia and giardia that are in the water, and the town also drilled 3 new wells out here and have always taken the steps to keep up with the standards and keep up with the water quantity and quality that the system demands have. This is part of the United Wappingers Water District. There's over 10,000 people connected. Today they're using about 1.2 million gallons a day. Over the weekend they used about 1.6 million gallons per day. So this time of year you need to have a strong infrastructure. The money that the grant money or the money that's provided will help improve the cost effectiveness of this filtering system and help this aquifer and well field here reach its potential. It's not going to change the amount of permitted water that can be drawn from this well field. It's not going to do anything like that. It's just going to make sure we can do it cost effectively and stay within today's standards. Under today's standards, we currently, all the United Wappingers water supply meets all the standards set forth by the state health department and the county health department. And I thank the town, and I thank the congressman, I thank everyone for being able to be part of this. And that's it. So,
Thank you, sir. So pretty straightforward, which is how we like to do it. Happy to take any questions on the topic, or we can do a one-off too, but anybody have any questions on this that we can address?
Yeah, so is this facility particularly vulnerable to PFOA? Is that the main reason that you want to get this work?
I'll let you guys jump in. That's not I don't think the primary reason here. And feel free to jump in.
Yeah, I can explain that. So, the town of Wappinger saw 2 PFOA flare-ups at this site in particular, isolated to one well, not all of the wells in the entire site. One was prior to me taking office. I had just gotten elected at that time, 2023. And then most recently, one last year, and we quickly took a look at rerunning the well and testing it, and there was no PFOAs on the second test, so there was no need to go above and beyond that. The PFOAs that have been found on this site were isolated to those 2 incidents, that one well. And again, we're very aggressive when it comes to grant funding. We're very aggressive when it comes to projects and revitalizing infrastructure. So as I had noted before, prior administration had installed some very, very costly filters to operate. And essentially the town has not been operating those filters or those wells because of the sheer expense. That is why we took the lead with Congressman Ryan to allocate funds to get filters that actually can get those wells online, be cost effective, and again provide solid, potable, and clean drinking water for our residents. So no, there is not a PFOA issue here. It just, again, 2 specs came up on 2 isolated incidents, one well, not operational.
Okay. And so the main reason you're doing this is fiscal reasons?
It's a fiscal responsibility that we have to the ratepayers and the taxpayers of the United Wappinger Water District. And again, because those wells currently are not operational, because of the sheer expense of that, we decided that, again, we need to improve water quantity as well as quality. This money will allow us to do that.
And Ken, do you mind if I just jump in?
Of course.
At the sort of macro level too, literally every municipal water system in the Hudson Valley and the country is way behind where they need to be, which is not a knock on any of our local leaders, certainly not in Wappinger. We've just neglected to allocate enough infrastructure funding across the board for water infrastructure, for sewer, as well as surface, road, rail, and bridge. So part of the reason I'm so focused on infrastructure, whether above ground or below ground, is I'm on the Transportation Infrastructure Committee, and we're really focused where we can on making sure that we're returning and maximizing federal dollars and resources that come here. So this is more a credit to your question, Ben, to the town and to all the partners to be proactively investing and not being in a kind of catch-up situation, but here to actually be proactive. So,
have you ever come close to running out of water?
No. The town, we're in excellent shape when it comes to quantity. We are taking care of, again, the 10,000 plus users of the United Wappinger Water District. Again, our priority is to serving the residents of the town before any future development. We have not been in any drought scares. The water operator and I are in constant contact every week, meeting to discuss various operations of all 3 water filtration facilities, as well as the pipes in the ground throughout the town. No, we have never been in any sort of situation of any boil water notices or any drought scares in the town of Wappinger under this administration.
So there's no particular substance or chemical? Wasn't that? No. It was because the previous filtration system was just not funky and not economical?
Essentially.
Okay. What does this filtration, how is it different?
Want me to take a stab at that?
yeah, we'll do this and then we'll let everybody
Yeah,
know.
so if you look behind me, there's filters there. They're membrane filters. They're They're actually cartridge filters. They're like a big filter. When they get clogged and dirty, you take one out and you throw it in the garbage. And you change them considerably amount because of the quality, of the unique quality of the water here with the iron, bacteria, and iron. The filters that you throw out are very expensive. It's not disposable. If you own a pool filter, when your pool filter gets dirty, you backwash it and clean it. You don't take the pool filter and put it in the back of your truck and throw it out. That's what we do here. So the money will give us a chance to use a membrane type of filter that cleans itself. There's sanitary sewer out there, municipal sewer. It can handle the backwash flow. So we'll have reusable filters as opposed to ones we throw out.
When will they be changed?
Well, that's
Once the congressman comes with the check, we'll bring you all back and you can see the filters get changed out. I think that we're going to do a walk through, right? Perfect. All right, and you're all welcome to join us on the tour. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
The water is under the influence of the stream, so to remove the cryptosporidia and the viruses and everything. The wells only a fraction of the potential of the well. All right, so we have 3 well sites.